Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Blue Ice Talks. I'm Blue and I like to talk about figure skating. In today's episode, I'd like to do something positive and discuss my favourite costumes from each discipline for the season so far. Please do let me know your favourites down in the comments, and this is 100% my own opinion. Let's start with the men and some honourable mentions. So these are costumes that I really love, but they didn't quite make the cut for my top two. So I've got Minkyu Seo's short programme, Denis Vasiliev's free programme, Shun Sato's free programme, and Mikhail Shaidorov's free programme. I love lots of the detail on these, especially for Denis's costume. I really love the colours. In case you couldn't tell, I love the colour blue, and I really love just all of these costumes. I think they really suit the music each skater has gone for. And now on to the first of my top two costumes, and these are in no particular order. So the first one I want to talk about is Junwan Cha's free skate costume to Loco. I think the colour is really good and it suits the music. I think Loco is a very red piece of music. I love the shape, I think it's very nice on him. I love the details, especially with all of the ribbons, and when he's skating, the way they move, it's just brilliant. I love how it looks on the ice. And then my next favourite costume from the men this season is kind of 2 for 1 because I can't choose between them, and it's Ilya Malanin's free programme costumes. I love both the first and second version. I think the sparkles, all of the black and white and red combined, really good for the vampire theme. I did like the sort of details of blood in the first one. I thought that was quite a cool use of sparkles and crystals from the designer Satomi Ito, but I also love the back, especially on the second one. So again, this is a costume that I really loved. And so now on to the women and my honourable mentions for them. So I've got Mai Mihara's short programme dress. I love the purple. I think it's beautiful on her with all of the little sparkly details. Then Kaori Sakamoto's short programme dress. Again, all of the details going down the side I think are lovely, and I love how they're integrated with the gloves. Then Jia Shin's short programme costume. I know it's a tribute to Yuna Kim's Adios Nonino costume. I think they've done a really good job of making it Gia's, but also being honest and true to the original. And then also Cheon Kim's gala costume to La La Land, especially when she's spinning. I just love the movement of the skirt. It looks absolutely amazing. And now on to the first of my favourites. Again, these are in no particular order, and we have Wakaba Higuchi's free programme dress. I love this colour. I think the purple looks incredible, and I love all of the details, all of the crystals. I really like the gradient, especially down, not just down her dress, but also down the sleeves and into the gloves. I think it makes everything look so cohesive, and often the gloves can be kind of where costumes fall short for me, but I just think this one's really gorgeous, very well put together. I'm a big fan. And then my other favourite costume for the women for this season is Yoo-jae Kim's free skate costume. I absolutely love Black Swan and Swan Lake. I think there's a lot you can do with costumes, and her costume designer absolutely nailed it. I love the way the black and the white combine because it looks so much like feathers. I love the almost tribute to a tutu but not fully committing to it, because I think the skirt flows so nicely while also remembering that it was a ballet. I love the headpiece as well and the details down onto her hands. I just think the whole costume is a complete triumph. I love it. And then next, let's discuss my honourable mentions for pairs. So we've got Caldara and Maglio, their short programme costumes. I think they're really classy and very stylish. We've got Efimova and Mitrofanov's free skate costumes. I love the cut of his shirt and I really love the colour of her dress, especially the details down the front. I think it's really nice. Then I've got Vipenlaw and Digby's free skate costumes. I think the blue is just a gorgeous shade. I love all of the sparkle details around each of their necklines, and I think it really works with their music and they work together costume-wise. And then Miura and Kihara's free skate program, their costumes are gorgeous as well. I think the red looks so good on them, and I love the red details, especially on his back, to complement her dress. So the first of my top two for my pairs costumes goes to Ellie Cam and Danny O'Shea for their free skate costume. I always find pairs and ice dance costumes a little more difficult to judge because sometimes you get the female person in the pairing wearing the most gorgeous dress ever and the male person wearing like a coloured shirt. But in this case, I think that really works because Danny in the programme is mainly highlighting Ellie, and I think his costume being much more simple compared to the intricate designs on hers really works with how they're skating this programme. I think the cut of Ellie's dress is just gorgeous, and I love the sort of line work on it. I think it's just beautiful. And then my other favourite pairs costume goes to Sara Conti and Niccolo Macci for their short programme costumes. I don't even like Carmen, and I adore this programme and these costumes. I think the choice of black and red together works so well on the ice, it really pops, and of course it matches their music. And then I love the detail around both of their necklines. I think the sort of lace style is very fierce and it gives a really strong impression. I really like it, and it also helps to link their costumes together, which people might not necessarily see a link. I also really like the cut of Sarah's dress, especially the dipped back. I think it looks very striking, and it's just a really well put together costume for them. So now let's discuss ice dance and my honourable mentions. So these go to Becca and Hernandez for their free dance costume. I love the James Bond style. It's very sort of classic James Bond with him in a suit and her in a stunning dress, the perfect Bond lady. Then I also like Yoshida and Moriguchi's free dance costumes. I love the way the pink and the blue complement each other. I think it's just very classy and well put together. Next, I have Lim and Kwan for their free dance costume. I think they did a really good job of integrating the Cruella hair colours into her dress and also into his costume, so they link together very well. And my last honourable mention goes to Lila Fear and Lewis Gibson for their free dance. I love the way that her dress pops against his costume. Lewis is always very good at showcasing Lila, and I think with costumes they've done it again. It's just very nice to look at, very aesthetically pleasing. So now on to my top two ice dance costumes, and the first one I'll discuss is Marjorie Lahui and Zachary Laha's short dance, rhythm dance costume to Austin Powers. I love the pink and blue combination. I think it really works. I love the stylization in the costume. I especially love sort of the ruffles on the sleeves and the neckline of his costume. I think it's a very fun, just brilliant costume. It fits their brief perfectly, and I'm a big fan. And then my other top two ice dance costume goes to Daria Grimm and Mikhail Savitsky. And I just love this free dance costume. The colours are so beautiful. I think both of them together look incredible on the ice. They look like two parts of one shape, which is what you want for an ice dance team because they are two parts of one collective shape almost. I think they just look so good together, and especially during the rotational lift, the way that her skirt moves, I think it was just perfection. I really love this costume. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. Please do let me know your favourite costumes from this season so far, because I'd love to see how your opinion compares to mine. If you have a video topic that you'd like me to cover, please do let me know in the comments or on social media. You can find my card with all of my links in the description. And I will see you in the next video. Bye!